Breaking news, everyone. This is absolutely massive today. We have some huge news for all of you Dallas Cowboys fans out there, and trust me, you're going to want to hear every detail of this. The Cowboys have made a major, and I mean major, move in the NFL that is sure to change the course of their future. So grab your snacks, settle in, because today we're talking about the shocking new addition to the Dallas Cowboys roster. Quarterback Kyle McCord is coming to Dallas. That's right, folks, the young, dynamic quarterback out of Ohio State is now part of the Cowboys family, and the ramifications of this deal are absolutely enormous. I can already hear the excitement from Cowboys Nation as we dive into the details of this new acquisition. This is the kind of news that fans and analysts alike are going to be talking about for weeks, if not months. Kyle McCord coming to Dallas is big, and it's the kind of move that could redefine the trajectory of the franchise for years to come. Before we dive into all the specifics, though, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You're not going to want to miss out on all the breaking news, updates, and analysis that we'll be covering in this exciting new chapter for the Cowboys. Alright, let's get to it. First off, let's talk about how the Dallas Cowboys pulled off this deal, what it means for the team, and what we can expect from McCord as the newest face of America's team. It's been an eventful offseason, and this move is one that definitely raises the stakes for the entire NFC East, as well as the Cowboys' Super Bowl hopes for the next few seasons. The trade was made official just earlier today, and here's how it all went down. Now, let's break down the deal. The Dallas Cowboys have officially traded for Kyle McCord in what's being described as a blockbuster move. The Cowboys gave up significant assets to secure McCord's services, sending a 2026 first-round pick, a 2026 third-round pick, and a 2027 fifth-round pick to Ohio State for the young quarterback. For those of you wondering if this was a good deal for the Cowboys, yes, it absolutely is. When you look at the potential Kyle McCord brings to the table, and the direction the Cowboys are headed, this trade is a forward-thinking move. The Cowboys have essentially given up a few draft picks in exchange for a potential franchise quarterback, something that doesn't come around too often. McCord is seen as one of the most promising quarterbacks to enter the NFL in recent years, and Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office have clearly decided that now is the time to secure their future at the position. Of course, the big question on everyone's mind is, why Kyle McCord? Why this quarterback? We know the Cowboys have had Dak Prescott at the helm for a number of years now, and while Prescott has had his moments of brilliance, there have also been stretches of inconsistency. Prescott's performances in the postseason have often been scrutinized, and the Cowboys front office has been looking for ways to evolve the roster in order to push for a Super Bowl. Dak is still a solid QB, but there's no doubt the franchise has been eyeing McCord as a long-term solution. McCord has proven himself to be an incredibly capable and talented quarterback in his time at Ohio State, and the Cowboys clearly see him as someone who could come in and eventually lead the team to the next level. To those who aren't yet familiar with Kyle McCord, let's dive a little deeper into why he's such an exciting player. McCord is a dynamic QB who can do it all. He has an absolutely electric arm, with the ability to make all the throws on the field, whether it's a deep bomb down the sideline or threading the needle with a tight, precise pass in the red zone. Over the past few seasons at Ohio State, McCord amassed over 8,000 passing yards, threw for 60 touchdowns, and managed to keep his interception total low with only 10 in his final 2 seasons. The numbers speak for themselves. He has been exceptional in college, showing poise, confidence, and leadership on the field in a way that very few quarterbacks are able to do, especially at a school with such a storied football program like Ohio State. McCord stood out as a player who could handle the pressure and deliver in big moments, which makes him a natural fit for the pressure cooker that is playing quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. As we all know, the Cowboys have one of the largest fan bases in the NFL, and the quarterback position in Dallas is always under the microscope. McCord has the mental toughness to succeed in that environment. He's not just a strong-armed passer, he's also a player with a high football IQ, able to read defenses, go through his progressions, and make quick decisions under pressure. All of these are key skills the Cowboys need if they want to compete in the NFC and make a legitimate run for the Super Bowl. He also showed great leadership in college, which is something that the Cowboys coaching staff and Jerry Jones are looking for, especially in a player who could eventually take over as the franchise QB. Now, the obvious question for many fans is, what does this mean for Dak Prescott? Well, I think it's important to clarify that this isn't necessarily an indictment of Dak Prescott as the Cowboys' current starting quarterback. Prescott has had his ups and downs, but he has proven himself to be a leader and a capable signal caller for the Cowboys. However, with McCord now in the fold, the Cowboys have a future at the position, something that has been questioned over the past few years. It's no secret that the NFL is a quarterback-driven league, and as the Cowboys have pushed for a Super Bowl, they've realized that they need someone who can carry the team for the next decade or more. McCord may not start immediately after all. Dak Prescott is still under contract and coming off a productive season. But what this move does is give the Cowboys options. They've now got a future QB in McCord who they can develop behind Dak, and when the time is right, McCord can step into that starting role. This also gives the Cowboys the luxury of having a solid backup quarterback in place, one with immense potential. In the NFL, where injuries happen all the time, that kind of depth at the quarterback position is invaluable. Plus, having McCord on the roster provides the Cowboys with the possibility of trading Dak Prescott down the road if they decide to go in that direction. It's not something anyone wants to think about, but having McCord waiting in the wings certainly gives the Cowboys some flexibility. In terms of the Cowboys' offense, McCord is going to fit right in. Dallas is known for its high-powered, fast-paced offense, and McCord's ability to make quick decisions and throw the ball down the field fits perfectly with the system offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer and head coach Mike McCarthy have built. With weapons like CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and the recently drafted rookie wide receivers, McCord has the potential to take advantage of a dynamic group of playmakers. There's also a strong offensive line to protect him, which will only help McCord develop and flourish in his first few seasons in the NFL. The Cowboys are set up to have a very potent offense over the next few years, and McCord will be in the ideal position to step in and succeed. When it comes to what this means for the Cowboys in the future, well, I think it's pretty clear that this move is part of a larger vision to make Dallas a perennial Super Bowl contender. McCord may take some time to develop fully, but there's a huge upside here. With the right coaching, the right support, and the right development, McCord could become the next great quarterback to lead the Cowboys to Super Bowl glory. It's going to take time. Let's not expect him to come in and dominate from day one, but the foundation is there for McCord to eventually take over the team and lead them into a new era of success. The addition of McCord also signals that the Cowboys are making moves for the long term. They're not just looking at next season, they're looking at the next decade. McCord gives them a legitimate chance to remain competitive for years to come. The Cowboys have always been a team that can build a strong defense and put up points, but with McCord potentially at the helm, they now have the kind of quarterback who can make big plays when it matters most. As for Kyle McCord, it's an exciting time to be him. He's been a star at Ohio State, and now he has the chance to prove himself in the NFL. The Cowboys will be patient with him, but the expectations are sky high. This is a quarterback that many people are expecting to do big things in Dallas, and it's going to be exciting to watch him grow into the role. So, what does the future hold for the Cowboys and Kyle McCord? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, this is the kind of move that could change the trajectory of the franchise for the better. Get ready, Cowboys fans. A new era is beginning, and it's going to be incredible. If you're excited about this move, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and let's talk about what Kyle McCord's arrival means for the Cowboys. This is a huge development for Dallas, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more updates as we follow this story closely. We'll catch you next time.